with our goals for the year that we've set for ourselves. It's the half point of the year, so we can see if there's anything that we need to change, do differently, readjust, or recalculate so that we can have a successful year. So I'm excited to have Kelly Wallace here with us today from the Coaching Corner. And I think she's really got something in store for us. And so it's so exciting to have somebody who's one of our own. She's a member of Delta Sigma Theta, and she was initiated into the new Delta chapter in November of 2010. Kelly Wallace is a Baton Rouge native, so it's always good to have somebody from home to deliver from us. And just like so many women in the world and probably on this call, she has so many roles that she's balancing. She's a mother, she's a daughter, she's a sister, and she's a friend to many. By profession, Kelly Wallace is a registered nurse, and by purpose, she says she's a lifestyle and social wellness coach, which I really think is really needed in today's society. Kelly believes that this enables her to impact both men and women of all ages in a way that brings her true fulfillment. Some of her passions include helping others to believe in themselves and encouraging others to live authentically. And I'm all about being yourself, being genuine, being authentic. So I'm really excited for what we have in store today. And without further ado, Kelly, I'm going to pass it over to you so we can get started with our activity. And let's go.
Thank you. Thank you for the introduction. And I just want to thank you and the chapter in Kenya for the opportunity. It is an honor and a privilege to serve you guys tonight and to be welcome to speak. So good evening, everybody. We're going to jump right in. As Renisha stated, I'm Kelly Wallace, and I am the owner of the Coaching Corner. I have a lifestyle and social wellness coaching business. And so before we get started on creating our boards tonight, I have a little activity for us. Did everybody get a chance to print out their vision board bingo cards? I think they were sent via email. The card should look a little bit like this with 12 blocks on it. Hopefully everybody was able to get
I'll drop it in the chat.
Okay.
Anybody who doesn't have it.
Okay. Hopefully everybody was able to get their vision board bingo card. So what we're going to do with this card throughout the program, throughout the event, while we were creating our boards, we're going to play a game of bingo. Everybody knows how that works. So what I need everyone to do first is to fill in each of the blocks. There should be 12 blocks here. You're going to fill in each of the blocks on the card with a personal goal or vision that you have for yourself. It's going to be totally original. Whatever you come up with, you're just going to fill in those 12 blocks with a personal goal or vision. And I'll give you guys a few minutes to do that, maybe about 5 to 10 minutes to complete that. And throughout, I'm going to name certain goals and visions that are common. And so if I name a vision or a goal that you happen to enter in one of your blocks, you're going to mark it off. So if you can use whatever you have at home as a marker, or if you want to just kind of place an X over the box, if that certain goal or vision applies to you, you can do that to indicate your marker. And then we all know how it works. If you get 3 in a row or 4 in a column, then you win bingo. So I want to know all of the winners at the end. You guys can put it in the chat if you happen to win bingo, and then we can, I guess, collect or make note of it at the end, Renisha, to see who the winners were. And I'll have a special token. I'll make sure I get in touch with you guys to get you that. So that's going to happen throughout the event. So just go ahead and fill in those blocks for me. I've already done mine, and I've put a few goals on there for me for this year. So go ahead and do that, and then we'll get started.
What I have to say is not allowed on TV. Kelly, I don't think that it was email. Is it possible to participants, could you all just get a blank sheet of paper and make those blocks to play bingo?
Yes, I'm sorry. So if you can just, this is how it looks. If you guys want to do, just kind of draw those blocks. It's just 12 blocks. Just 12 blocks, and then enter in those goals. my printer was acting kind of funny and it printed in lime green, but I think this is the mental health awareness color for the month, so it's appropriate.
Excuse me, can the host please respond to my message in the chat, please? Or send me a private message to the host, whoever's hosting this Baton Rouge Sigma.
I want to give everyone enough time to fill in their blocks, but if you guys can like start putting in the chat when you're close to finishing or filling out your blocks, then we can go ahead and move forward with starting our vision boards. All right, we'll take a few more minutes. Remember, the goals can be completely original and personal to you. And I'm going to do my best to name some of those goals, some of those common goals that we all share. Okay, Miss Katrina says she's done. Thank you for putting it in the chat. All right, Renisha's done. Give a few more minutes. I did not mean to make y'all work that hard and have to draw the blocks, but I appreciate it. Awesome. Okay. Looks like a few of us are done. So I'm going to go ahead. I'm going to jump start by naming one of the goals that I have listed here. And if this goal applies to you, or you happen to write something of that sort in one of your blocks, you're going to make sure that you mark that block off. So goal number one is career growth. So whether that's a promotion within your career, getting a new job, anything that involves career growth, I want you to mark that off on your card. All right. So everybody have their supplies for their vision boards and we're ready to get started working. All righty. So vision boards is more than an art project or just posting pretty pictures to a board. It is that, but it's more than that. To me, it's a visual representation of a prophecy or declaration for your life. So it's important to remember that while we're creating our boards, that we are intentional about the pictures that we're selecting and the pictures that we're using, because it's a prophecy, basically. It's just for you to have visual representation for the things that you want to happen in your life. We are already in month 5 of 2022. And so some of us may have started this year and hit the ground running in January and have already begun working toward accomplishing our visions for this year. And then some of us may be trying to get the ball rolling and wondering if it's too late to accomplish all that we aspired at the beginning of the year. It's not too late. I'm here to encourage you guys that it is not too late. And it's not unusual at this time of year for fatigue or discouragement to creep in and discourage us because certain goals that we aspired at the beginning of the year have not happened yet. It's actually the perfect time to find your second wind and push forward and put a little bit more pressure as you go into the second half of the year. So there's still time to work toward bringing that vision to life. I just want to encourage you guys about that. So as we're working on our boards, I just want to encourage you guys to shift your minds from what has not happened yet to what you and God can still do in the last 7 months of this year. So I mentioned being intentional. So when you're flipping through your magazines or whatever source you're using for your pictures, you want to make sure that you are choosing pictures that fit into that SMART goal category. So I don't know if you guys ever heard of SMART goals, but it's basically specific, measurable, attainable, relevant, and time-specific goals. So you want to make sure that those pictures align with a SMART goal for your life when you're picking your pictures for your board. Also, this may be a good time to kind of make adjustments to some of your goals because it's mid-year and some things may have not happened as fast as you would have liked or as fast as you thought they would happen. And I know for me, I can speak from personal experience. In January, some things happened unexpectedly, unexpected news that kind of totally shifted my thoughts and shifted my priorities. And so there were things that I had planned or goals that I had planned. There was actually a project that I hope to roll out on my 1-year anniversary of my business, which is actually this month. And I have yet to do it just because life happens. And so I just took that as I still have time to work that goal out. I just have to rework it and reevaluate some things, reprioritize, but that vision has not died. So I just want to encourage you guys, don't allow your vision to die due to delay. All right. So I have another goal for you guys on your vision board. On your vision board bingo card. If you have a goal to decrease debt and save, I want you to mark that goal off on your card. Decrease debt and save. So financial stability, financial increase, anything that goes into that category can basically go under that decrease debt and save. You can go ahead and mark that one off of your board if you listed it as a goal. Okay. And one other goal we have, in honor of Mental Health Awareness Month. I don't know that this is a goal for many people, but I think that it should be a goal or should be something that's considered I know a lot of time there's a stigma associated with counseling, but I really do believe that therapy is a necessity, especially in the day and time that we live in now. So if you have counseling or therapy, family therapy, anything of that sort on your bingo card, I want you to mark that off of your goal list or check that off. If you have any goals to start counseling or therapy this year, you can go ahead and mark that off from your card. All right. So I spoke about life happening and how when that happens, sometimes there's a delay in achieving certain things that we had set at the beginning of the year. So I want to talk about some barriers that sometimes get in the way of achieving your vision. And I know for me, some barriers I have encountered are fear, not knowing where to start, self-doubt, unexpected life events, as I've mentioned. And if anyone is willing, I'd like some people to share some barriers that they have encountered at some point that has gotten in the way of them completing a particular vision or goal. So if you are willing to share, I guess you can unmute yourself and let us know any obstacle that you faced at a time in your life that has, I guess, slowed progress or hindered you from completing a vision or a goal that you had for yourself.
Hello.
Oh, go ahead.
Oh, I'm sorry. I'll share one of my, I guess, barriers that prevented me from preventing a goal would have been moving. So I was in the process of completing clinical hours, and in the midst of that, I had to move. So I didn't have to start over. So that was a good thing, but I did delay it by a year by having to move unexpectedly.
Yes, unexpected life events. Thank you so much for sharing. It didn't show me who was speaking, so I'm not sure. But I do.
My name is Sandra.
Okay, thank you. All right, is anybody else willing to share an obstacle that they have encountered that has caused them to make slow progress or that's hindered them from accomplishing a goal?
I would say my biggest obstacle